Here I am. I'm in a city called Izmir on the coast, the Mediterranean coast of Turkey. And I'm not staying in Izmir. I'm actually heading to an ancient city called, what the fuck's it called?
Ephesus.
Ephesus. Yeah, so that's where I'm going. Come with me on a journey to see the home of ancient dead people, Greeks to be exact, and Romans, and Byzantines, and everyone else who decided to inhabit these lands.
Wait a second. It's not filming me. And then at the moment I see the camera, I was just like, nope. I don't got paid high enough to do that.
I got a new hat. I'm ready to go. This is Izmir. Izmir. Not Izmir, it's Izmir. Izmir.
And Suri.
Very friendly people here. I'm gonna go get a coffee. Oh, he's not there. Usually there's a guy right here selling espresso. That's terrible news. Everyone's super friendly here. Oh my coffee guy is not here. This is really a tragedy because I have to go to the bus station, but usually there's a lot of guys around here with they have espresso machines set up on the street side. Turkey is a very patriotic country. They have flags everywhere. This area, I can't remember what it's called, but it's near the Basmani metro station. And there's a lot of Turkish people here, obviously, but there's also a lot of Africans. A lot of people from Africa come here. They must all be in bed, because usually I see a lot of Africans, but not right now. Ah, here we go. So all over the place in this neighborhood, they have these little espresso machines. You can get an espresso for like 4 lei. Merhaba. Merhaba. May I have an espresso? 2 shots espresso. All right. 2 shots. Big one. 2. But 2 shots, 1 cup. Strong. Look at this nice thick espresso. Chassecoulage. You guys, you know, sometimes like it's so embarrassing to walk around talking into a camera in a strange country, in a strange neighborhood. You can walk around talking into your phone and filming everything and no one bats an eye, but if you do it with a GoPro, everyone thinks you're crazy. And there's a mosque right here. There's mosques everywhere in Turkey. Here's a pro tip. Even though I'm carrying cash, I always buy all my tickets for trains, buses, hotels with my credit card. Because if anything goes wrong, if I lose my luggage, my credit card insurance might cover the cost of that. Okay, so pro tip, use your credit card on travel. Let me tell you guys, it's hot in Turkey right now. Where I am on the coast, it's averaging 35, 36 degrees Celsius, which in Fahrenheit is like brain melting hot. Yeah, so it's July, and this is not the place to be in July if you don't like the heat. I like the heat, I don't mind it, so you might not though. Alright, here's my train, number 2. Let's take a look at this train. Not bad. Selcuk. I'm gonna find a place to sleep. Already we have some historical monuments. So far it looks pretty chill. Looks like they've got some ruins right here in the middle of the town. Let's go see what this says. Which ancient dead people built this? Oh, it's a Byzantine aqueduct. So this would carry water from a river. The Byzantines were the last remnants of the Roman Empire. Basically the Romans. So this would be bringing water from somewhere down here into the town. Those Romans and their crazy games they played with the gladiators. Did you ever wish you were a Roman gladiator, or maybe a Greek pedo in a bathhouse? Tonieth travelleth.
We are 26.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for example, number 1 is Ephesus.
That's Ephesus.
Yeah, 3 kilometers far from here. 2 entries they have. One is top gate, one is bottom gate.
Yeah, before I go hiking in the 36-degree heat to Ephesus, I think I'm gonna have myself a mineral water and a coffee. Oh man, it's just too hot. It's like crazy desert heat. So I'm gonna go check out this museum. Let's see the museum and look at the ancient historical artifacts. Say those Romans, they love their boobies. Yes, they do. Look at this bust. It's Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous philosophers of the Roman era. And to think this beautiful statue is from the year 100 and something. Check out this statue. This is Artemis, and the Temple of Artemis was actually created by a cult, and it was burned down by a man who wanted to immortalize his name, and he burned it down on the day of Alexander the Great's birth. But here you can see Artemis, and she's got griffins all around her, which is a mystical creature that's, I believe, part bird and part lion. You can see the lions and the griffins. Wow, what a beautiful statue. I'm not sure what these are. Maybe they represent eggs. There's another one over here. If I was just some ancient guy and I saw this statue, I'd probably become a believer in her cult as well. Okay, I hope this is the way. I'll follow this old man. Ephesus? Good. Whoa. Oh, and the fruits orchard.
Meine Platz.
It's yours.
Nein.
This is your orchard.
Ja.
Wow.
Da, alles ist meine.
Can I see?
Mhm.
I'm taking a look. Wow. And what are you growing? What is the fruit here? This is oh, it's a apricot, nectarine.
Mhm.
Well, beautiful. Look at this orchard here. This is, he says he owns all this land. Teşekkürler. I love orchards. I actually grew up on an orchard myself. And when I was a kid in Canada, we had peaches, cherries, grapes, everything you could imagine, and we used to play in the orchards, and so I feel so comfortable in places like this. I don't think this is the road that most tourists take to the ruins, but This is where Google Maps told me to go. I always wondered what an olive tree looks like, and here is an olive tree. Yeah, I'm definitely here. We got genuine fake watches. This is pretty incredible. Look at these columns still in the same place. In the same place as where they were placed 2,000-3,000 years ago. And this theater area was built in 150 AD, 150 after death. Isn't that amazing? A souvenir. That is so heavy. That's incredibly heavy. Just think, if you were a Roman lord or philosopher, a politician, perhaps a gladiator, you might come here to perform, to speak on the new reforms, to talk shit about your enemies, or fire up some support for your next invasion. Whoa, the stairs, they're still smooth. It's still polished and just smooth as a dolphin's buttocks. And trust me, I know what a dolphin's buttocks feels like. Damn, look at this. I thought this was it, but it goes down, down, down all the way to where the mouth of the river would have been. And they would have come and loaded their boats down there at the water, and they would have walked this path all the way through the main artery of this city. There's so many cats out here, so I brought this Dreamy's meow food for these kitties, because this guy's obviously starving. He was screaming at me. He knew I had some food. There you go. Enjoy yourself, kitty. Check out what I just found on the ground. What does this look like to you guys? I found a Roman dice. Crazy. They have all these little enclaves with bits, and then these closed off areas where you can see the archaeologists are stacking interesting bits. And on the ground there's just all these little bits and pieces, and you can see it's this clay. You can write with it. Whatever it is, it's got like a redness to it. Here you can see just bits and pieces of the civilization's artwork that hasn't been uncovered yet. There's just too much of it. There's an entire city's worth just laying around. What's in here, huh? Oh, it's a graveyard. The marble feels really nice under your feet. I don't know, it's very heavy, but it also feels really soft, and it's just comfortable to walk on. It's almost like walking the marble floor. It feels like it's giving. It almost feels sponge-like. And it even though it's slick, it's not slippery. It's quite an amazing material. This is crazy. Sure, I mean, I've seen buildings that mimic this style in modern architecture, but it's not the same. The detail on it is, even though it's ancient, it's incredible. Amazing. So this is the Great Theater. It was discovered like this. You couldn't see anything, maybe a few steps. And they dug it all out. And apparently, the Great Theater was built by the Greeks in 300 BC, but when the Romans took it over, they used it for all kinds of stuff, including gladiator battles. Gladiator battles! Let's go check this out. It's just crazy to think that this was all under the earth at one point. Thousands and thousands of years of sediment built up covering this, just turning it into the mountain. And it was only discovered in the late 1800s by an archaeologist who had a hunch that this city existed here. And he found it.